From the tiny kitten's mew to the big mama's howl. Cats have a lot to say.
Some people say cats make hundreds of different sounds. Cats communicate with humans in a number of different ways.
But Dr. Dodman, our viewers sent in clips that go way beyond meows. Check out how Tiggy here says hello.
Yeah, now that cat does appear to be saying, hello. If he's coming up to greet his owner, saying meow, meow, and it sort of morphs into hello.
Tiggy, you had us at meow. What phrases more can thou quoteth?
I love you.
Here's a cat who's comfortable with the L word.
It's easy as a cat owner and lover to interpret them as having a rich vocabulary.
But when you look at the sort of science behind it, they really aren't capable of language.
Cats might not speak human, but they'll never quit trying.
It is really funny to see how people really connect with their cats and listen to everything that they're saying.
Or singing. Take a look at this kitty fest.
Meow, 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 meow.
Dude's channeling Stevie Wonder. Here are some cat-loving engineers with way too much time on their hands.
We've developed a new form of feline vocalization known as cat yodeling. Cat yodeling is a process of vocal modulation of a slightly annoyed cat.
What he is doing is making them slightly uncomfortable so that they will vocalize, but they're not struggling to get away. They're all putting up with it, clearly because of the bond between the cat and the owner.
I'm guessing they'll tell us exactly how they achieve this new sound.
After several minutes of affectionate cuddling, the cat will become annoyed, which you can enhance with a series of feigned sympathetic responses.
I know.
Here's one act I might find hard to follow.
Singing cat Tigger, take one.
Well, that's very cool. I didn't know cats could sing like that.
Is Tigger the new Cat Stevens?
It's even got the beat, right?
You and me, Tigger, think Madison Square Garden.
大家都说狗儿是人类最好的朋友，但你对我们的好朋友真正认识多少？它共有150多个品种，各有自己的独特癖好。这些小狗有一个共同点，只要有它们在场，就永远不无聊。狗狗101，今天晚上8点就在动物星球频道。
10年后会怎么样？没想过。希望皮肤能越来越好吧，因为有它给皮肤很多美肌力。第一次用就觉得很紧致，很舒服。过了一段时间，看到皮肤亮亮的嘛，拿手去按，皮肤还会这样，短短，好像天天把美肌力存起来，一摸滑的呀。
期待更多美肌力 SK2 焕能全效活肤霜。
你准备好了吗？
我们来问问普通敏感牙膏的使用者为什么会改用高露洁抗敏专家？你为什么会改用呢？
舒缓的情况是它是有效的，而且是立即见效，
可以一直持续很久，对，保护我的牙齿。
因为它能快速从根源舒缓敏感，帮助恢复牙齿健康及阻止酸痛再发生。敢试试吗？
我敢啊，没有问题。因为如果有，我现在就已经酸痛到根本没有办法忍受了。
改用高露洁抗敏专家，立即见效，持久舒缓。现在还有全新多重保护配方，加强日常保护。
高露洁牙医第一推荐抗敏感牙膏，
极致轻薄，享乐生活以及在手。TouchWiz 人性界面，享乐操作，直接上手。丰富 Apps， 娱乐无限，爱不释手。Full HD 录影播放，影音无限，乐不释手。 Samsung Galaxy Tab， 随处享乐，我最在手。
无痕还有魔力扣，专门挂画、挂照片啊，挂歪了，轻松调整，真方便。无痕相框系列。
3M 德国家庭万用药第1名，德国百灵油就在德丰健康馆。德国家庭万用药第1名，德国百灵油就在德丰健康馆。
台湾的公司都像不夜城，工程师日夜盯着良率，但是肝的良率却没人在意。朋友，别用肝的健康去交换无止境的成长。我喝了5年贵格氧气人参，它是唯一拥有国家认证的人参滋补液，身体健康护肝有保证，为您守护肝的良率。贵格氧气人参，护肝护健康。
这么多牙刷看不出区别，不如看看专业牙医怎么选。欧乐 B 多动向牙刷，交叉刷毛。 比平头牙刷更深入清洁，能清除最高达99% 难刷部位牙菌斑。更多牙医的选择，欧乐 B 多动向系列。
欧乐 B 超纤细尖端刷毛牙刷，各大通路热卖中。
买房子就上奇迹级网站，想住好房子，想要买到便宜又发大财，想买屋就上奇迹级。
哪个品牌的修护效果值得汤唯信赖？
发尾，感觉强韧的多了。哇，秘密就是潘婷，
特有维他命原 B5 润发乳增量28%滋养精华，能迅速渗透至受损发尾，有效减少分叉。
放大镜下，分叉明显变少了。
秀发维持健康强韧，谢谢潘婷。
你也试试。
Cruising the southeast United States on a quest for kitties. Up in the Carolina Mountains. The Smoky Mountains is a cat I want to meet. He did something surprisingly human. His act of bravery is one reason folks love him so much. I'm in Maggie Valley, North Carolina, on my way to meet Leroy the hero cat. We weren't ready for this one here. This is a lot worse than I thought it was going to be. Brian and his cat Leroy are the best of friends. And on November 17th, 2009, Leroy did something extraordinary.
Hi, John. This is Leroy.
Hey, Brian. This is amazing. Hi, Leroy. Oh, it's okay. A lot of people are scared of me.
All right. I'll get you a pill.
You know, we love cats because they do what they want when they want. Well, hello, Leroy. Nice to meet you. I'm John. All I want to do is talk to you about that amazing day when you woke up Brian. So, Brian, tell me what happened that day.
Well, I was sound asleep, and Leroy just jumped up on my bed and started meowing, meow, meow, really loud, and starts walking on my face and clawing me. I'm like, what do you want? Leave me alone. It's not even time to go out yet.
And then tell me what happens from there.
Well, we're coming down the stairs, and normally he comes straight to the front door to be let out in the morning. So I come to the door, and he just stops, he looks at me, and then he starts walking towards the back door. I'm like, Leroy, what are you doing? So he just keeps walking, and he comes out to the back door, and he starts scratching at the door.
Now, Leroy, show everybody what you did that morning. Okay. Wow, this cat's really smart.
And then I step out, and then I can see these huge flames, probably 20 feet above the house. I took off running and ran over next door.
Leroy's warning sent Brian into rescue mode. His first reaction was to wake his sleeping neighbors.
I came to Jane's and started pounding on her door and pounding on the window.
I heard Brian pounding on the door, jumped up, saw these flames shooting out of the back of the building, grabbed the dogs, and ran out the front door.
Fire was very serious. You had fire coming from the east end of the building, flames 15 to 20 foot high, a lot of smoke, a lot of confusion.
Leroy and Brian's heroics not only saved Jane that day, but 4 other families that lived in the complex.
You know, just thank God that everything went well.
You know, looking at this, look at those shoes. You can still see memories of life here.
It gives me chills just looking at it, to be honest. Yeah.
So how did Leroy the super cat know to warn Brian? experts say cats have hyperacute senses compared to ours.
They're living in a whole world that we can only imagine in terms of sense of smell.
Cats can smell roughly 20 times better than humans, thanks to their nose. Plus, the Jacobson's organ located on the roof of their mouths.
It connects by two little ducts right behind the incisor teeth, so they open their mouth wide. It looks like they're yawning, and what they're doing is they're using their Jacobson's organ to pick up these chemicals on the wind.
Cats can also hear sounds at least 2.5 octaves higher than we can.
They've got this extra sort of ultrasound capacity, whether they're smelling, and or hearing. They're really amazing.
I'm thankful that we're alive, that our neighbors are alive, that the animals are alive. I absolutely believe that Leroy was the hero of the day.
This fire would have had a completely different ending if it wasn't for Leroy and you.
Well, I hate to think of what the outcome may have been if Leroy would not have woken me up.
There's a hero in these hills, hills of Carolina. When the fire breaks out in the early dawn, Leroy's gonna find you.
I do not believe that we could find better neighbors than Leroy and Brian anywhere, and we're so blessed to have them.
There's a hero in these hills, Brian Hickman knows. Leroy the kid's gonna save the day, save it with his nose.
We just met a feline hero. Now let's meet some firefighter heroes.
These guys not only save humans, they save cats. This year, an estimated 40,000 pets will die in house fires. Many of those deaths can be prevented if the rescue teams have the proper pet equipment. Wilmington is one of a few cities that carries a device on every rescue vehicle designed to save cats and dogs. A pet oxygen mask.
I'm here with Captain T.W. Smith. Tim, great to meet you.
Nice to meet you, John.
Absolutely. And right here is Smudge.
Hey, Smudge. This is the human one.
I need a hero.
And he's breathing 100% oxygen.
Oh, nice. Oh, that is really nice. I'm feeling a little, we're good. No, we're fine. Captain?
Right here.
This obviously isn't going to work on a cat. I mean, I got a big head, and this isn't going to work on a cat. So you wonder why they haven't made these pet oxygen masks before.
Over there on the left is the feline, which we would use for Smudge here.
So you use this just on cats?
Yes, the small ones. We will take this and we will slide it right over the snout of the cat. And you can see right here where her snout is inside the mask, and she is breathing 100% oxygen.
Look at the difference here. I mean, this is huge on my face, and then this is tiny right there. So when you put that right in there, boom, fits right in there. You can hear Smudge purring, too.
Recently, these firemen put the pet oxygen mask to the test when a cat named Spice was caught in a fire.
County 911. We have a fire here.
When I found Spice, she was laying on the ground, gasping for air.
Not good. The mouth was wide open, tongue was hanging out.
Its eyes were glassed over, it was drooling, it was probably breathing close to 100 times a minute.
I honestly believe that the cat was not going to make it.
Spice's best bud, Nick, was terrified.
I started to cry because I thought we didn't have a pet anymore.
The pet oxygen mask made all the difference. Her lungs, revived by fresh air, started to respond.
When we started seeing Spice make that turn for the better, it was a genuine relief.
Without the mask, Spice would not have lived.
It was a great feeling to bring a living thing back that was that close to death.
This guy, true hero. That's impressive.
All part of the job.
The biggest thing a pet owner can do is put a pet notifier sticker on their door with the number of animals that might be in the house. I grew up with pets in my home, so it's nice to know that you actually make a difference to somebody's pet and makes a difference in their life.
Spice was given a second chance, and Nick has learned to appreciate her even more.
Nicky and Spice, living your life so nice. How nice is Spice?
Nice. She was the only cat that I thought that liked to snuggle up and stuff.
I'm back in the Sunshine State.
I love it.
My first stop, Sarasota. I heard about this guy that paints cats. Well, he doesn't paint cats. He paints pictures of cats. Lots of pictures of cats.
Fishbowls on the head. It's great.
If you were a cat, who would you want to have paint your portrait?
Oh, definitely Catman Drew.
Catman Drew. He created the largest collection of cat watercolors in the country.
Drew? Hi, John.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Who is this?
Oh, this is Lola.
This little Singapura?
She is.
Oh.
Very few people know what breed she is.
Oh, so
You must
cute.
be a cat lover.
Oh, I am. And I guess you are a cat lover, too.
Oh, they inspire me.
Who's this little guy?
Oh, that's our little flame point Himalayan, Rusty.
Oh, wow. Hey, Rusty.
He's the youngster of the family. He's only a little over 2 years old.
Just takes care of the gallery, makes sure everything's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a favorite type of cat that you love to paint?
Oh, not really. I love cats overall. I've never met a cat I don't like.
Sometimes you're abstract, sometimes you're exact. What do you enjoy most?
Actually, they're all difficult in their own right. The detailed work, of course, is the most time-consuming. This one on the end is one of my favorites. The title is Incognito, and it was actually inspired by one cat we used to have. He was a blue point Himalayan, and he used to go outside in the driveway while I'd feed the birds. And he would go out, and the birds got so used to him being there, they wouldn't fly away. He could be 2 or 3 feet from them, and they would still eat, and he never bothered them. Hence, Incognito, because I think he thought he was a bird.
He becomes a bird. Look at that.
There's a bond between me and cats that I can't quite explain in words. They are my muse when it comes to art.
Sounds fun. Can I try it out?
Sure.
I'm a little nervous.
I've got my studio right in the next room.
Now, I can write a song, but I don't know if I can draw a cat.
Oh, I've taught a lot of people how to paint. Just think of a brush stroke as a note. There's many different techniques.
I'm with you on this one. I'm already seeing some differences between mine and yours, but we're not going to get into that. Okay.
You've had 35 seconds. I've had 35 years. Watch what I do first.
I think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, and then I'll stop and let you catch up. So I'm just going to go right here while it's still nice and wet. I'm going to kind of paint around this one eye. And you can see it bleeds. You get some real happy accidents going. I'm going to put a little blue in.
Oh,
there it
bleed.
is. Beautiful.
Someone's stepping up their game. When did you fall in love with cats?
Oh, when I was a toddler. My mother drew, and she would work with pastel on velour, and she did animals, and I would sit there and draw animals with her. And cats were always my favorite even back then.
What about watercolors captures the essence of cats so much?
Well, I think the luminosity of it, especially with the eyes.
Do you hope to get to a certain number of cats?
Just as many as I can paint.
What do you think?
Gorgeous. I think it's wonderful for your first attempt.
Drew, thanks so much. You're an amazing teacher and an amazing artist. So happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, John.
本届威尼斯影展正式竞赛片，台湾影史最大制作，吴宇森监制，魏德胜导演。9月9号，赛德克巴莱。
谁说发尾分叉难以修护？发现改善之道。潘婷 Clinic Care 融入日本革新科技，推出发尾分叉复合精华乳。Clinic Care 第一次施展超反凝聚力，以大量超微修护粒子修护分叉部位。现在显现发梢之美，修护分叉全新登场。Clinic Care。
Joy, love you。我最爱贵格100%歌的燕麦，降低胆固醇，国家挂保证，100%健康。我最爱贵格。
OK， 啊85啦，85。哎，人家说哦，一寸光阴哦，一寸金啊，我是哦，一寸光阴一寸金啊。人讲哦，市金甲市银啊同款。哦，那有同款啦。拢算讲是哦，长期投资。吃饭就要定时定量，投资就要定期定额，啊你对不对？对啦，咱哦，甲运用咱企业好好大，看一天天要大汉，你有这种感觉？哦，真不知道他会搭到哪一国去啊。
富兰克林邀您长期投资。富兰克林证券投顾0800885888。投资一定有风险，基金投资有赚有赔，申购前应详阅公开说明书。
想买房子吗？上奇迹级登广告真有效，刊登不用钱，还能同步曝光到脸书哦！快上奇迹级登广告。
肚痛、腹痛、肝火损伤、舟车晕浪，天然草本万应白花油，白花油道地台湾味家庭号50cc新上市，万应白花油。白花油道地台湾味家庭号50cc新上市，万应白花油台湾制造。
疼痛会让身体的步调变慢，全新普拿疼含先进 Optizor 技术，能迅速溶解，不会长时间停留在胃部，快速排出体外。全新普拿疼重视身体。
10年后会怎么样？没想过。希望皮肤能越来越好吧，因为有它给皮肤很多美肌力。第一次用就觉得很紧致，很舒服。过了一段时间，看到皮肤亮亮的嘛，拿手去按，皮肤还会这样，咚咚，好像天天把美肌力存起来，一摸滑的呀。
期待更多美肌力 SK2 焕能全效活肤霜。
你准备好了吗
？MSI Gaming 系列笔记型电脑由世界级专业玩家设计，内建 Steel Series 顶级键盘，带给您前所未有的电竞游戏体验。MSI 独家 TDE 超频技术，效能再升级，双硬碟 Ray Zero 设计，传输更快速。MSI Gaming 系列笔记型电脑搭载第2代 Intel Core i7 处理器。
重返电视荧幕，再现侏罗纪，从进化到灭绝，还有恐龙的罗曼史，你绝不能错过。恐龙面对面。
Remember Dusty? He's the cat that steals everything. Now, he's everywhere.
So you must really love cats, right?
He must love cats.
This burglar makes others look like amateurs.
It's all because of our Must Love Cat story. Wait till you see what he's up to now. It all began in a place called San Mateo, California, where things went missing.
I rinse my wetsuit off there, hang my booties up, and one would go missing.
For months, no one knew who was stealing this stuff. Over 500 pieces. Shoes, towels, even underwear. The criminal mastermind was Dusty the cat. Gene Chu proudly owns the little furry criminal.
We got him from the pound.
Oh, great.
And somewhere along the line, about 6 months later, he started bringing things.
No one was able to catch the so-called cat burglar in the act. But our spy cam did. There's a kitty out on the street, stealing your things. Klepto cat, where is he at? Everyone's been taking notice.
Man, I wish that was my cat because I would have a lot more stuff than I do right now.
Is that your bra? That's not your bra.
No, not mine.
Okay. It's a big old bra for that cat. It's like triple D.
So if you were his neighbor, would you be kind of nervous? I mean, would you be a little scared?
Oh, yeah.
Can a cat be tried in a legal court system?
Depends on where you are.
What would you train the cat to steal?
Jewelry.
Jewelry?
Jewelry.
Jewelry for the lady?
Yes, indeed.
Well done. And then when she says, wow, how did you get this jewelry? You just say,
I know people.
Cats who are neurotic are extra adorable.
What about the adorable factor of a host that sings songs about cats?
Neurotic as well, I'd say, but
This interview's over.
Dusty's gotten so popular, he's even hit the late-night talk circuit.
Dusty the cat, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to see you. Come right over there. How are you? Good to have you here. Hi there, Dusty. Do you remember the first item?
To me, it was a piece of glove that was on our bed. A little latex glove. I thought Jim left it on the bed.
Right.
And
I don't want the cat to hear any of this. Is this common cat behavior? Have other cats done stuff like this?
we hear so, but I don't think to this volume.
And Dusty isn't the only klepto kitty out there.
There's a cat that comes out from the right side and steals your bowl.
They're everywhere.
We think the klepto cats, the ones who steal things and stash them and hoard them, have a feline equivalent of human obsessive-compulsive disorder.
There's Jack in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, who likes to steal sweatshirts. Houdini from Seattle, Washington steals gloves. Will in New York City likes to burglarize during the day. Sammy in Willow Bridge, Texas stole an entire throw rug. And Midnight in Simi Valley, California ran off with a wrapped Christmas gift.
I'm not saying you have to go ahead and treat these cats. It can just be an amusing thing, but you need to watch out and find out where they're putting the stuff, otherwise you're going to lose all your valuables.
It's been a couple weeks since we visited Dusty, and since then, his video's gone viral. He's been on Letterman. Let's face it, he's been everywhere. But now, he's back home, and I hear he's on the prowl.
Hi, John.
Good to see you again.
Great to see you.
Oh, absolutely.
Nice to see you.
How's everything?
Everything's been crazy.
So has Dusty changed at all since all this has happened?
Dusty is pretty much the same cat, but he was sort of a prima donna before, though.
You put another camera up and you did it again, right?
That's right.
Since we were here last, Jean showed me how she's been catching her little kleptomaniac in the act with her own 2 cameras.
We've got the cameras trying to capture all his antics.
Let's check it out here.
This is brand new footage, never seen before.
See, the best part of this is still seeing those little eyes coming right down. It's fantastic. And the way he walks, too, it's always a little bit off. But he's got a nice pace, though.
He's so determined.
Gosh. That's great.
Okay, so here's Dusty.
That little waddle. That's great.
And he's swinging it back and forth.
Oh, no, he's done.
He's done, and now he's going to go visit the girlfriend. And there's his girlfriend.
Oh! So we know now, the only thing that will stop Dusty are the ladies.
Are the ladies. Chloe's his little girlfriend.
A little Romeo there. That's nice. You know, they say Dusty steals towels, and he does, but would you ever think that Dusty steals 10 of the exact same towels? That doesn't make any sense.
There's more than 10.
I've got an idea. Let's give it all back.
Put some signs up and see how many people show up and we can give this stuff back.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Hope Dusty doesn't mind we're giving back his stolen loot.
I think we need another table.
We're missing.
Are you missing anything?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
How did he have access to all this?
That's the question right there, man. If we knew